hear me out. If you can't quantify risk, you are a gambler. End of story. Option Inhlikane Erperele. Welcome back to Technical Analysis with Lennox, aka the Analyst 777. This is midweek market update, and this video is brought to you by Infinox. Infinox is a multi-regulated financial service provider. The broker is also regulated in South Africa, FSP 50506. Now let's hear some of the premium stuff that the broker has to offer.
Infinox designed IX Premium to give you more tools to boost your trading. Stay up to date with the latest market developments and access to our premium services. All of this while receiving cashback for your trading activity. With IX Premium, you will receive a 20% deposit bonus when you fund your account. And you'll also earn $4 for every standard lot you trade. What other services does IX Premium offer you? Access our live trading room. Book a one-to-one session for personalized training with our senior market analyst, Richard Perry. Join the IX Premium Telegram channel and get daily market updates and trade ideas. Join our quarterly market analysis webinar to get market opportunities for the months ahead. Receive our exclusive investment report. Learn more about IX Premium. T's and C's apply.
Now back to technical analysis. So today we'll also look at some Twitter requests. I'll start by doing a request by Tosamo, requested for Labat. And so I'm not going to talk about the potential return on the stock because people might get carried away. So I hope you guys are listening to this analysis sober-minded. You're not too high. Now let's look at the potential risk on this stock here. When I'm looking at this chart here, I can spot a support here that a stock is trading close to, and this support ranges from 11 cents going into about 7 cents, right? And this is a drawback of approximately 43%. Excuse me. Now, if you wanna take a position on this stock, just be mindful that there's this potential drawback on the stock here, so be prepared to stomach such floating losses. And the next support on the stock would be around, so say that support does not hold there. The last support on the stock is actually at 1 cent going into 2 cents, and this represents a potential risk of approximately 80%. So before you take any position, just be mindful of this risk that is involved here. And this can happen within hours. It can happen within a matter of seconds. This is a penny stock. I hope you know what you're doing. And that'll be my analysis on Labat. I won't focus more on the potential return. I can just give you the risk that is involved in taking a trade on this stock, right? Now let's look at another analysis. This is a request by Nandi. Oh, drive me, Nandi. Right. At first, I actually thought this is Whitbix, but this is called Whipit Nano, right? And I'm looking at this stock here. Let's go to all-time data. There's a resistance at let's put it at 4 Australian dollars, right? So this is a major resistance on the stock. And when we zoom in a little bit closer, can spot a head and shoulder here. Although this is a head and shoulder from Maraba start, but it's a head and shoulder. And it has its neckline at approximately 1.7 Australian dollars. And this is what I'm expecting on the stock. I'm expecting a further weakness on the stock to about this level here of 1.7 Australian dollars. And if this support does not hold, this stock should find footing at least this level here at 0.83 Australian dollars, and the last support on the stock is at 0.2, let's just mark this, 0.25 Australian dollars. So what am I showing you here, Nandi? Buy zones. Our first one is at 1.71, second one 0.83, and then the last buy zone is at 0.25 Australian dollars. Personally, I'd be comfortable taking a position at 0.83. This one here, it still looks a bit high in my opinion, but this is also a buy zone if you are looking to accumulate lower. This is a nice zone to accumulate, another zone to accumulate, last one to accumulate. And that'll be my analysis on the stock. Target, short-term target 4.13 Australian dollars. Now let's move on to the next analysis. This is a request by Ugly Truth. Okay, requested for Marion Roberts. Let's talk some ugly truth here. Last time I spoke about this stock here, I said I'm bullish on the stock, but there is this risk here that was presented by this head and shoulder here, and I said there's a possibility that this stock might go to this level here. It's currently trading at that level here, so I'm expecting some pullback here. We should expect to see some price recovery on the stock, and this head and shoulder here that we spoke about a few weeks ago, it's now complete, and this inverted head and shoulder here should start playing out. And that'll be my analysis on the stock here. From this level here, this is the level that we spoke about. I did a very detailed analysis on the stock. If you didn't watch that analysis, go to that video and do justice to it. Also remember to leave a like there, and if you are new to the channel, you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and like this video. And the next request is by Tivani. This man requested for this stock here, and from this chart here, I can tell you that the stock is looking bearish. I can see there's this testing here, this testing here, this testing here, and now I'm expecting the stock to come test this level of let's call this level $215 per share. That's where we can expect some price rejection, but this stock is looking bearish in my opinion. I'd expect it to continue going down to about $215 per share. If that doesn't happen, I think just wait for a break above this level here. That should give somewhat of a bullish signal, but for my side, or in my opinion, I don't like taking trades like this. I'd prefer to wait for price weakness to at least 215. It can potentially go to about 160. Then from there, we can expect some bullish continuation. Uh, and that'll be my analysis on this stock here. Bearish until at least $215 per share. Now let's look at this request by Dave. He requested for he requested for Renergen, but let's skip this one. We'll come back to it, because I know people love this one. So let's go to a request by Nhlapo Tikeledi. Requested for Alpha Min. And remember what I said last week. I said technical analysis is not some art and culture. This is a use of statistical data. And so we try to use that data to model or to predict price patterns. So that's what basically technical analysis is. And from this chart, I can tell you, Nhlapo, we don't have much data to make a valid prediction, to make a predictable pattern on the chart, right? So this is not enough data. I think it only goes from 2018 until now. So it's just a 4-year data. It's not really enough, and there's no clear patterns on the stock. But what I can tell you is that a buy zone on the stock is around it ranges from 3 rands going into 1 rand point 70 cents. So the stock can still go to this low here. It would not be a surprise in my opinion, but the stock does not have enough data for us to use technical analysis to project or forecast some price pattern on the stock. And that'll be my 2 cents opinion on Alpha Min. The next one is a request by Setu. I hope I don't forget that Renergen analysis. So if I forget that one, it's chai. So Setu requested for Sapi. What a good looking chart. Right now, let's before I speak about what's going on here, let's mark the lower lows on the stock. We have a lower low at let's mark this here, 17 rands. So this is the lowest buy zone that you can get on the stock, right? And we have a resistance at that's this level here, which is 85 rands per share. The stock is currently trading at approximately 45 rands per share. And what I'm seeing here is a nice price build up here. Is a nice build up here. Although those that lent their technical analysis from YouTube, they'll tell you that this is a breakout. The stock should continue going down. But listen here. There's a nice support here. There's a nice support here. So the stock is presenting some buying opportunity here. So I can expect this stock to go to 50 rands, going into 51 rands per share. Yes, per share. And this stock can potentially go back above this trend here, this uptrend here. And if that happens, that'll be a very good bullish sign. You can have your eyes on this level of 82 rands per share, and that'll be somewhat of a short-term target in my opinion. But the stock is looking good, although there's this potential risk here. There's this potential risk here of the stock going back to this lowest support, which is approximately 17 rands going into 22 rands. So this is the risk that you're exposing yourself to, but it doesn't look as scary. So there's a 50% drawback, but the stock is not likely to come back to this support here. But make sure that you can afford to stomach this when you're taking a position on this stock. Yeah, it's important that we speak about risk, right? But the stock is looking fairly okay. You can have your target at 85 rands per share. That'll be my analysis on SAPI. Now let's move on to Spare. This is a request by Broke Student Investor. By the way, I don't like this name here. Uh Sorry about that. That's my alarm, meaning that this session should come to an end. But anyways, let's continue. So Broke Student Investor requested for Spare Corporation, and when I'm looking at this stock here, there's a nice price build up here. There's a nice price build up. There's also some sort of an uptrend here. So this stock here is just one of those stocks that are waiting to pop, at any time, at any given time. This stock can just pop to the upside, and there's also this trend breakout here. So can I expect the stock to test this high of 26 rands per share? It can potentially go to 34 rands per share, even though there isn't enough volatility on the stock. But 33 rands going into 35 rands per share is a possibility on the stock. As said, there's this breakout at 20 rands per share, and it's looking to test. Let's look at 25 rands per share first. Let me mark this because I feel like I'm hallucinating now. Let's just mark these levels here. So this is let's call it 26 rands per share. So that would be the first price that you can look for. Second one, let's take it to 33 rands per share, right? So this would be like your short-term target, and it can potentially push to 40 rands per share. Of course, it might take time. Like I said, there isn't enough volatility on the stock, but these are possible price playouts on the stock, right? That'll be my analysis on the stock. It's looking good. Some bit of patience. You should be fine, right? Now let's look at this one. This request by Sean. Let's look at this all-time data here. So when I'm looking at this stock here, Sean, I tell you here, this stock hasn't found any strong support here. So although it might be trading at this support here, when you go to a daily time frame, this support here on a daily, of course, you can call this a support, and it can potentially take price to about 950 rands per share. But in my opinion, there's still room for this stock to drop. It can drop to can create a support at 775, and also let's not avoid this one here, this all-time support on the stock here, right? So these are the areas that the stock can potentially create a strong support here. In the meantime, the stock has not created a very strong support. I know you might have a very strong feeling on the company, but from the technical analysis side of things, Uh, I don't see a very strong support on the stock that can take price above this level here, right? If this stock does mysteriously hold at this support here, I think a strong bullish sign would be a trade above let's say $12 per share. That would somewhat of a strong bullish sign on the stock. But personally, I am bearish on this stock, right? And that'll be my analysis on Hero Holdings. Now let's look at let's go to Renergen. Let's go to Renergen. Last time I spoke about this stock, I said I am expecting 30 rands per share on the stock. And I said a trade above 40 rands this year is not realistic. I still stand by those words. I think we are in September now, month end of September, and we're only left with October, November, December, 3 months. I don't see it trading above 40 rands per share this year. But let's look at what's going on here. So the stock was trading on this downtrend here. It was trading on this downtrend here. Here, Virginia plant. Here, Virginia plant. Listen here. If you are investing in a stock for capital gains, price is important. I don't care who says what. If you are investing in a stock for capital gain and not dividend returns, price is important. The level that you buy at is very important because that will determine your returns over a certain period, right? So if let's say you bought it 40 rands because Virginia plant, let's say you bought here, right? You'd be sitting at a loss of I think the stock is down. Let's measure this actually. Stock is down 33% from all-time high. So you'll be down by that magnitude, right? And if you're someone who's risk averse, you'd probably be freaking out now, be thinking what's going on with this stock here, right? So it's very important that one understands price when they're investing in a stock for capital gain, right? And of course, you might be interested in learning technical analysis. I actually compiled an ebook called Technical Analysis for Investing. What this book will teach you is to identify crucial levels on a stock or on a chart. So these levels, these are the levels where you usually hear me speak about buy zones and whatnot. So this book will help you identify those levels. It won't make you a trader, but it will definitely make you a better investor. You'll know which level to accumulate. You'll know which level you can potentially take profit, and you can easily identify levels where you can expect price rejection, right? So on the ebook, I also speak about opportunity costs because think about it. Had you bought Renergen at 40 rands per share, you'd now be sitting at a floating loss of approximately 30%. Had you taken that money and bought a stock that was trading lower, you would have capitalized on that opportunity. But now that you bought Renergen at 40 rands, there's that opportunity cost that you incurred, right? It's not really a real loss, but it is somehow of an economic loss. So you'd have been better off buying a stock that was trading lower at that time, right? So that's what this ebook is going to help you with too. Also, there's something called profit taking. I know a lot of you don't like taking profits, but at some point you'll have to secure profits. At some point you'll have to protect your funds. You'll have to protect your capital by taking profits. It's important that you understand areas of influence where you can actually take profits, right? So you can find this ebook on Gumroad. I'll actually put a description. What am I saying? I'll put a link in the description below. I told you this YouTube thing is not really my thing. I'm still working my way around it, but I'll put the link in the description below to take you to the Gumroad website where you can find this ebook, Technical Analysis for Investing by Lennox Gobeni. Right now, let's talk about Renergen, right? Don't worry, I need some gas for this one. So the stock has recently broken below this downtrend here, and this is screaming danger. This is screaming danger. Last time I spoke about this stock here, I said a buy zone for myself is at 30 rands per share. I still stand by those words, but now we have new information. The stock has broken below this this downtrend here, and this stock can potentially push to 24 rands per share, and this is based on this breakout here that I'm seeing on the stock here. But say you do not own Renergen shares, here's what I'll do. I'd not wait for 24 rands. Like I said, 30 rands is also a low where you can accumulate some positions. So I'd not wait for market to get this low here, because it might not happen. Remember, it might not happen. So what I'm doing here is just me trying to measure the probability of the upside market and also the downside market. So if I didn't have Renergen shares, right, 30 rands would be a nice area to start accumulating. And if the stock continues tanking, let's say it does go to 24 rands, this would be a nice area to average down, right? So this is how you can use technical analysis practically, and this is my approach. This is what I talk about in the ebook, right? And that would be my analysis on Renergen. We've seen that 30 rands that we've always advocated for. If I was someone that didn't own shares in the company, 30 rands would be a nice zone to start accumulating. But just be mindful of this possibility here. This stock can potentially go to 24 rands per share, and this 24 rands here, like I said, it's based on this breakout, and there's also a market gap here. There's also a market gap here that might just get filled here. So let me just zoom in here. You can see this gap here that market is likely filled. So just be careful out there. This stock might just be running out of gas in the short term, right? And that would be my analysis on Renergen. Now let's go to the next one, which is Impala Platinum. So you need to understand that resources are actually cyclical, right? If you say you'll buy these resources for long term, you don't have an exit strategy. Hey, I'm afraid you're in it for it. Yeah. So when I'm looking at the stock here, I can see the stock is trading close to this support of this is 144 rands per share, and I mean this is a nice support to start accumulating. Of course, there's this resistance at 176. So the stock can still reject this resistance here, but 144 rands per share is a nice zone to start accumulating. Let me look at my all-time data here. So there's this resistance here. So if this support here does not hold, the stock can go to 115 rands per share. And another support that we have on the stock is at 91 rands per share. Let me tell you something. If you cannot quantify risk on your investments, you are gambling. Risk is quantifiable. Once you are unable to quantify risk on your investment, you are gambling, right? I'm telling you now, on this stock, it can potentially go to this is 147 going into 140. There's a potential risk of 11%, approximately 12%. So that's risk being quantified, right? And it can further go to if this level does not hold, it can go to 118 going to 116. So that's risk that's involved. That's 27% the risk. And the last one, or my last buy zone on the stock, is around 92 rands per share on the stock. This is also a downside risk being quantified, and this is a drawback of approximately 42%. So if you are not able to quantify risk on your investments, you are gambling. Hear me out. If you can't quantify risk, you are a gambler. End of story. Risk is quantifiable. If you are unable to quantify it, you are a gambler. Stick to Betway. Remember, if you are a gambler, stick to Betway. Leave financial markets alone. So that's the message again on this on this on this episode. Also, that ebook will also help you to quantify risk, right? So make sure you get the ebook. It will help you. I'm not saying technical analysis is everything that you need to know. There's a lot of things that are involved in investing, and technical analysis is one of them. People tend to downplay it because whatever, for whatever reasons, I don't even know. I don't even get the hate around technical analysis. Of course, it's difficult. Maybe that's why a lot of people hate it. It's because they can't really do it, but it can be done, and it can be of benefit to you as an investor. And obviously, if you want to be a trader, you'll have to use a lot of technical analysis. And that'll be my analysis on Impala Platinum. Let's look at C Limited. So Impala Platinum was a request by Katleho. Now let's look at C Limited by Magoveni, Business Tycoon. So I think there was a similar price play out like this. I think it was on Curio Holdings. So everything I said on that stock still applies on this one. This one does not have a very strong support here. Of course, it might range from, we might see price playing from this range here. This range of $54 going into $86. But in my opinion, this stock has not find a very strong support here, although it's trading at somewhat support at $54, and it can push to $86, which would be a gain of this is a lot actually, 65%. So maybe it is worth some nibbling in, but for me, a support, or a very nice support, would be at the first support, nice support on the stock would be at $36 per share, and next one 27 And last one, $12 per share. And this might sound unrealistic, but markets can do whatever. Markets don't care about your feelings. They can go wherever. They don't care how much you've invested in that stock. They can potentially so this stock can potentially go to this low here. So don't put it off the table. Just be mindful of these drawbacks here. So let's quantify this risk here. So this would be approximately 31%, and this one here 74% from current price. That would be my analysis on C Limited. It's trading at somewhat support. If you are a diehard of this stock, I mean, you can take a position, but as long as you understand the risk that is involved in this stock here. And that would be my analysis on C Limited. Let's see if I'm not leaving anyone here. Looked at this one. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. If I left your analysis, you probably commented late, or I probably just missed it. That'll be it for this week. Remember to subscribe, comment, like the video, guys. You can't be coming here every week, but you're not supporting the channel by simply liking the video. I mean, how evil can you get? Anyways, let's meet again next week, same place, same time. You're on.